Bright lights sitting on a set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense is on the field for the first time today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Rebels offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Catch in the middle. It's McBride. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Takes the easy completion. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. They're going back to the ground. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he drops the throw. Working that left side now. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Now remember, they were stopped on fourth down earlier in the first quarter, but they'll try it again. Fires to the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Warriors! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 11 over BYU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll run play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Spin, still running. And the returner will be knocked down. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Quarterback checking the play. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Finds his man enough for the first. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
Start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires left. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, give on the inside. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And there's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They'll send out the kicker here. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dan.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Connery. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Connery. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Got his man quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Rebels looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish.
Here we go.
Trying to pound their way in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking to go up top on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pocket starts to collapse. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed.
Lost one deep down the right side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They're bringing heat. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. And the Rainbow Warriors are threatening in the red zone. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. And the try is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
The give out of the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over.
Picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to scramble. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. The Rainbow Warriors are rolling down the field. It's complete to the left. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Lets it go to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 12 over BYU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires and picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Safe little shovel pass. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They're working that left side. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The aerial assault continues. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, UNLV. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The Hawai'i offense returns to the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Second and 10. He'll throw again. And they get the sack just like that. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. What a terrible, terrible shame. First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They're trying to get to it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Now on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to get rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
He'll set up to throw. Trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. A shot toward the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, UNLV! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.